Every marriage has 3 rings. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the bicker ring. We're here to settle the fights that don't matter and have no winner. It's the 3 Rings Podcast with another new argument.
Yes. Welcome to another edition of the 3 Rings Podcast, where we talk and bicker about the things that are very important, but also very not important.
Mostly not.
They're really not important in the grand scheme of life.
But we feel strongly about them.
They make such a huge difference in life.
And I am not feeling good about this week.
All right. Well, we'll get to that in just a moment. But the voice coming out of the other microphone over there is my wonderful wife, Lauren. Say hi.
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 And you are?
I'm Phil. We are married.
We are married.
And we do this podcast together where we argue about things that, in the grand scheme of life, do not matter.
We have a really cute dog. And if you want to see her, you can go to our social media. Yeah,
that's usually what we post.
I mean, not in our individual ones, not necessarily for this, but we will start if that's what you guys want. We will be happy to provide that content. You could go to @3ringspod, that's THREE. And let us know if you want to see pictures of our dog, Leia, because we are always happy to oblige.
Yep. Or you can chime in on the various arguments that we've had over the past. This is now our 6th week.
It is.
Of doing this.
I can't believe it.
I know. It is pretty wild. But but thank you so far to everybody that's checked out the past episodes or chimed in.
Yeah, we love hearing the feedback.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Some of it more than others.
I
like when people
did not win the Star Wars argument. Spoiler alert.
No,
but
you did not.
I got some good feedback.
Yeah, I also didn't win the TV in the bedroom argument.
No.
Like, some people were just
like a stone. Yeah, no.
Some people were like, what does it matter if you have, some people were just like, we have a TV in the bedroom, like, who cares?
And we're fine, yeah, but and that's great for you.
That's great, but I definitely did not win the argument.
No,
but
just like I'm not feeling good about this week.
No, you should not.
Because I have a bad habit.
You do, and the fact that you say you have a bad habit already tells you enough.
I just want to. I think with this argument, I'm more so just trying to defend my frame of mind when this takes place, and when I say this, I mean hitting the snooze alarm.
Yep.
Sometimes quite a few times.
This week we're talking about whether or not you should use the snooze alarm, and if you can't tell from just how this conversation has started, one of us is in favor of the snooze button.
Yeah, I'm making that face that Chrissy Teigen makes,
and that Teigen awards face. Yeah, and one of us is emphatically super against it.
And we're gonna have me go first this week, which is atypical, but it's because my point is, my general gist of this is, it's fine. That's
all right.
That's my argument. It's fine.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling real good now. I'm feeling real good about this argument.
And I really only could come up with 2 moderately decent points, but I'm gonna I just want to defend myself and my actions, and I want to say too, for the record, that I've gotten so much better.
You have, considerably,
especially now that I'm working out in the mornings before work, and I have that alarm clock that's set across the room. I get out of bed, go turn off the alarm, and then walk out the door.
All of the different articles that I'm going to discuss in my argument, all of them at the end were ways that you can improve on your sleep schedule and stuff like that, and a lot of the things that they say you now do.
Yes, I'm trying really hard.
It is nothing against,
because I am not a good sleeper.
No,
we should talk about Phil can sleep like a rock. He can, when he's out, he's out. I wake up at every little thing. It takes me forever to fall asleep. I have weird dreams all the time that I wake up and stay up from.
Yeah.
But so I've been working really hard on improving my sleep routine lately, and that has included cutting down on the snooze alarm. I will say, I will be the first to admit that this morning was a bad morning.
Mm-hmm.
The alarm started at 5. because I was going to get out of bed and go to the gym.
Tell me more.
And I got out of bed and turned off the alarm across the room. And because it's a weekend, I got back into bed. And the alarm on my phone started going off, and I hit snooze a few times.
Yeah. A few.
But okay, my points.
Make your points. Let's hear this.
If you use it wisely, it's fine. That's the first point.
Still no.
My second point, I'm just realizing now that I've like totally shot myself in the foot, because my second point is that I've gotten better. Like
your points are.
Yeah.
Let me get this
is
straight.
Not one of the weeks where I have like rock solid data proven like studies, that kind of thing. This is not one of those weeks, and I'm the first to admit it.
Your defense on this is, I'm wrong, but I'm trying.
Yes,
seriously, that's what we're going with.
I'm wrong, but I'm trying.
Holy
Literally.
shit. Okay.
I handed this one to you on a silver platter.
Yeah,
To be fair, I did not want to do this subject. I said that.
All right, so
I didn't want to do this one.
So, I mean, with all of this is it going to turn into like a 15-minute TED Talk for me?
No. Yeah, kind of. It's just you lecturing me about my poor sleep habits. Okay. Phil is literally dying now.
Oh my
okay.
God.
My first point. Well,
right.
My first point is, while it isn't great,
Please continue.
studies have shown if you use it properly, it can help. Use the time to slowly wake up instead of going back to sleep. And then another one, David, I'm going to say Dinges, chief of the Division of Sleep and Chronobiology in the Department of Psychiatry at the University of Pennsylvania's Perelman School of Medicine. Oof. Yeah. Thinks the snooze button is not the villain it's made out to be. Snoozing is not a great evil, he told the Wall Street Journal. The extra 10 minutes you can get by snoozing can actually help gently awaken the mind rather than jolt it to wakefulness.
He's totally wrong.
I
don't know what kind of fucking degrees they give out at the University of Pennsylvania's Perelman School of Medicine. It's probably really good, isn't it? Yeah.
Probably. I mean, like, I think University of Pennsylvania is like an Ivy League school, if not nearly.
Okay, well.
But
he has some flawed opinions.
It helps me kind of gradually. I take a long time to fall asleep, and I gradually wake up. That's kind of the point that's happening here.
Wait a second.
Sometimes
Wait a second. Okay, so I understand that I'm cheating a little bit by looking at the show prep that's coming up, and I'm gonna preface this. I'm gonna preface this with saying, A, what the fuck? Are you? You're gonna try to make one of your points blaming me for keeping you awake. It literally says this on the sheet. You're blaming me for this. It's my fault that you have to use a snooze alarm.
Yeah. Yep.
That's your second point. Out of your 2 points, you can make that as a point. It literally says, I'm not nearly as bad as I was. And some would say, as if you took a fucking poll of this, some would say it's only fair after you spent nights jolting me awake for so long.
Okay, but I want to explain what was happening. We would go to bed. We would both be asleep. As previously stated, it takes me a long while to fall asleep. And if I wake up, it takes me a long while to get back asleep. So, what Phil would do is, he, in his sleep, mind you, not awake.
This was not intentional.
It wasn't intentional, but it's still really fucking annoying. He would sit bolt upright and turn to me and go, babe, 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 while shaking me. And then I would go, what? And I would sit up and he'd be like, and then just roll over and go back to sleep. Literally, that was it. Or he would pat the bed and go, Leia. And I'd be like, she's right here. And then he would roll over and go back to sleep, leaving me moderately terrified and very much awake. So I'm not getting good quality sleep.
As if we're just going to neglect the fact that there was something going on in my brain that was freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm gaslighting you for having night terrors.
Yeah, that's totally cool. Thanks for putting it in fucking writing, too.
So, in summation, it's not my fault.
In summation, it's not your fault. Okay.
This podcast, I am sorry, everyone. This one's really gone off the rails.
Point number 1 for never using the snooze alarm. Better quality sleep. Point number 1. We're going to talk about not sleeping well. Better quality sleep. Point number 2. Greater risk of oversleeping or running late.
Which I have not done that.
Nope. But it does exist.
Okay.
And also, something that very near and dear to my heart, interrupts your partner.
You know what also interrupts your partner?
Night terrors that I can't control. Yeah, I feel great. By constantly hitting the snooze button, you're tricking your body with your routine wake-up time. So according to brooklynbetting.com...
Which... Is that a good source?
Do I at this point, do I need any source?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Continue.
From philsleepingblog.com.
phillipshouseasleep.com.
Your body starts preparing to wake up almost 2 hours before you finally open your eyes by raising your body temperature and releasing chemicals that promote wakefulness. Your body and brain are working together to get you up and out of bed. So by messing with this routine, you feel drowsier throughout the day. And if that's not enough, according to Rena... Mara? I don't know. MD, MS, Director of Sleep Disorders Research at the Cleveland Clinic, using the snooze button isn't helping our bodies get the restorative sleep that we need. Much of the latter part of our sleep schedule is comprised of REM sleep or dream sleep, which is a restorative sleep state. And so if you're hitting the snooze button, you're disrupting REM sleep and dream sleep. And thirdly,
this is 1 point, and you've got 3 points within this point.
1A, 1B, and now 1C. Thirdly, according to studies from amerisleep.com, philsleepingblog.com, again, just 1 week of poor sleep can mess with hundreds of genes in your body, leading to heightened stress, lower immunity, and increased inflammation. So after focusing so after a while, these effects start to add up. So when you're stressed, you have a harder time focusing, and you're more prone to feeling snappy or irate.
At the end, and it said that you could get like cancer. Jeez.
Yes. Experiencing chronically high levels of inflammation can increase your risk for serious health problems like heart disease, cancer, stroke, and cognitive
if you were hoping to scare me out of using the snooze.
Yeah. That's why these points are here. Point number 2, greater risk of oversleeping and running late. So according to a recent study from philsleepingblog.com, aka Mattress Inquirer.
Oh, no.
Of over 1,000 people, 55% of people oversleep at least once a week, and 75% of those have missed work. So using the snooze alarm.
If you miss work because you use the snooze alarm, when you call your boss to let them know you're not coming, what do you say? I'm sick.
I mean, how many have you ever used the excuse, I slept through my alarm?
No.
A lot of people have. A ton of people have used the excuse, I slept through my alarm and woke up late.
I kind of just tell them that I'm running late and don't really give an excuse.
Yeah, that's usually what I do, but some people feel the need to give excuses for things. But that's usually what happens is people are used to hitting snooze alarms, and then the snooze alarm doesn't go off. So, yeah. So, where was I? So, using the snooze alarm messes with your sleep schedule enough where nearly half of people oversleep and 75% are late for work in 1 week.
So many.
And by regulating your body's internal sleep routine and waking up at the proper time, you can decrease this hazard. And point number 3, it wakes me up. It makes me super cranky. So stop doing it.
You're always cranky.
I know
it doesn't really
cranky,
help.
But I don't need to be awake at that time.
I've gotten so much better.
And you can save half an hour of not sleep.
I've gotten so much better.
You have gotten so much better.
So
but those are my
better.
points for why you shouldn't use the snooze alarm. And
okay, you all right.
And you just gave up.
I mean, I knew going into this that I did not have a leg to stand on. I can't even be like, I sleep like a baby, and because that's not even true.
No, you don't. You're
I really
not
don't. No, I am not. No, I am not.
But I think it's kind of funny that you're just like, no, you're right on this one.
I knew that this subject meant a lot to you.
It does.
And you wanted to talk about it.
Well, here's my thing. I feel like a lot of people do go through this. And even before we started dating, this was still something that I would argue with just random people. Because my brother would do this, and I think he still does this.
Oh yeah, I know he totally does. I've heard it happen.
And it was to the point where like it didn't make sense to me at all, because I am the kind of person, like, if I set an alarm, I'm probably going to wake up before it.
Oh yeah, you usually wake up before the alarm.
No matter what time it is. I could set an alarm for 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'd wake up at 4:15.
I wish I had that.
Like, I don't know how my body does it, but it does. And then I can just lay there until my alarm goes off, and then I get up. So part of me understands that.
Yeah.
You need some time to wake up.
Right.
And it is a good fail-safe if you do fall back asleep.
Yes.
But the people that use it as a crutch, where people are like, take out the snooze alarm function, like, completely, and just focus on, most people use their phones as an alarm.
Yeah.
The people that set like 6 alarms to wake up.
Oh yeah, I don't understand
instead
that.
of hitting snooze, like, it's the same thing.
Yes,
You're doing the
for
exact
sure.
same thing. But people are like, oh, I need all those alarms or else I'm not going to get out of bed. Like, no, you're just weak.
Phil, oh my God, that's so mean. They're not weak. They're not weak. They're just, I think that
Everybody's tired when you wake up.
Yeah.
That's not, you're not the only one, though. Like, that's kind of my point. It's like, am I tired when I wake up? Yes. Do I want to get out of bed? No. Do I? Yes. Like, you have to be able to function as an adult.
All be as strong-willed as you.
Yeah, I am very well aware.
And so like now, like I said, that I am working out before I go to work.
Yeah.
I know I have to be somewhere, and that makes me get out of bed.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get up any earlier than what I get up to accomplish that. So like,
Nobody wants to.
The alarm goes off at 5. It's like, I don't want to set an alarm for 4:45 and then hit snooze until 5. But I know if I get up later than 5, I can't go to the gym all day.
Yeah.
So I get up at 5. Yeah. And so now we're kind of only facing this problem on the weekends when our time is a little bit more lax and there's not as many pressing things to do.
Yeah, you have the ability to just be like, okay, well, I'll just do this later. But when you're talking about in the week, especially when people have jobs to go to, like, it's not a surprise that you have to go to work or you have to go to school or you have
for some people it might be a surprise.
Yeah, I guess, but
I can't believe they lasted another day.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
They haven't gotten rid of me yet.
Yep. But either way, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it while you're there. They're not going to call you before work and be like, don't bother coming in. Like,
that's true.
It's usually not how it works.
They always bother coming in.
Yeah, so you're still going to have to go. And you still know how long it's going to take you to get there, roughly.
So we just need, I need some tactics for the weekend when I need to go. Because if I don't go to the gym first thing in the morning, then I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
Like, that's just who I am as a person. for whatever reason, I have to get it out of the way first thing.
It's power of will. You're the one that makes that decision.
Like if I think about it for too long, then I'm not going to go.
And this covers all spreads of life, not just like with working out or anything like that. If you choose to do something and you want to do something, like you're going to do it. But there's always more reasons to not do something
for sure.
than there are to do something.
Well, they always say like the hardest part is showing up.
Yeah. And the first part of showing up?
Getting out of bed. So, yeah. We need to work on it. I know I need to work on it.
You've been fine. Like, I have no complaints about how you've been. How you were. I had a lot. I had a ton. But that's a story for a different time. So
we want to know, do you guys hit the snooze button? Does your partner hit the snooze button?
Don't tell me, because this was essentially
Does it make you lose your mind as much as it makes Phil? Share with us at 3 Rings Pod, and that's THREE, wherever you're on social media, except
Facebook,
for Snapchat.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can also listen to episodes on YouTube as well. I know some people like to use YouTube because it's easier to keep track of where you're at and all that fun stuff. So you can find us there. You can find us online. Listen to previous episodes, comment, and let us know your thoughts on some of those.
And share with us what you guys are bickering about, and maybe we'll cover it on a future episode.
Yep, unless we're, not a thing anymore.
Oh my God, no, that's so...
Your face. It's great.
That's not going to be a thing. He's stuck with me.
Yeah, I am.
But have a great week, everyone. Thank you for listening.
We'll be back next week with...
I don't know. What are we bickering about next week? Maybe PDA.
Ooh, yeah. I know that's on our list.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really decided. We have a list of a bunch of things, and we just kind of
add to
whatever.
It. I think next week might be a really good round to do the rapid fire.
Maybe.
So send us what you guys are bickering about, and next week we might, in a rapid fire style, do like mini bickers where we settle for you the most common things that you guys are bickering about.
Yeah, we'll pick sides for you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right. And I wish I could say it's a choose your fighter situation, but it's not. You're stuck with who you're stuck with, but still submit it anyways.
Yep.
All right. Have a great week, everyone.